Blazor. Should we make a spreadsheet? Hey Stempyz, Fenris Hollow, hey SRXLN, hey Mudkip, hey Shambatat. Oh, Gordian Quest was actually already on my 100 games list. I didn't even realize that. Maria, hello, hey, I'm the Suffering, hey Revenant, hey Gutso Smell, a kitten named Puppy Hollow, hey Shad. How was my determination today? I don't know. I'm having an okay day, I guess. Bit tired. Is this the first time this game appears on stream? I was playing it earlier. It was sponsored earlier today. But I finished doing the sponsored thing and want to play it more, so here we are. Lucius. So what I want to do is I want to make a spreadsheet that has all of the starting decks and sort of note some of the attributes about them, just so I understand and internalize what I'm actually working with here. Let's work out how to do that. I hope you are all having a lovely night. There's a spreadsheet and a game window. Okay. Quick and Calamity, thanks for the 19 months. Hey Fearless Iron, hey Vixie. Hey Ferenthus. What stats are there? Are there other things that impact the run other than your deck? The characters are sort of like D&D characters. They have strength, dexterity, intelligence, they have perks, they have equipment. A lot of stuff going on. Mr. One Brew. Hello. How are you? Lucius. So there are 9 characters, they all have 4 starting decks. So, I need to think about how I want to, like, note what these do. I guess one is, like, damage, one is defense, one is... I don't know, we'll probably, like, work it out as we get there, right? So this seems like a very basic deck. It has damage. Show of Force is, like, extra damage. Rend is also some extra damage. And it has block. In fact, it has dexterity and strength-based block. So these 2 cards are both sort of like basic defend, but this one will benefit from you having lots of dexterity. See here, I have dexterity 13, gives a +1 modifier. So instead of 5, it will actually block for 6 because of that modifier. And this one will also block for 6 because my strength is exactly the same as my dexterity. So, weird. So I think the thing to note is I have, like, 6 damage cards, basically. 5 defense cards, basically. And like a manipulation type of card, like a moving shit around type card. I think is what I'm going to call back kick. Things with shift. Wubba Jack. Hello. You really enjoyed the control you get over each character's deck. There's a way to examine the cards and see the math breakdown. Is there? Oh, you mean like this, with control over them? Yeah. You definitely can do this. Oh, so it's 4 by default, and it's already showing the +1. Okay. Anyway. Veteran. Why is Slash dealing more damage for you here? Oh, because as a veteran, I start with more strength and less dexterity. Okay, I see. And more hit points, apparently. And here we have... what is Opener? Opener, when played, the action point cost of a non-opener in hand is reduced by 1. Wow, that seems powerful. I love that they give you all of this right at the start instead of making you unlock it all. I just appreciate that so much about this game. This looks almost like a just straight better in every way deck compared to Sword Hand. Discard an attack card in your hand and deal 30 damage and gain a Fury. Holy shit. Okay, what does this purple thing mean? Does that mean I can only play it for SP? Whatever that is? I still don't actually really understand what that is. Maybe that's the point, that I have to play cards to gain this resource to actually be able to play this card. Sex points, sure. Dauntless Duelist, hey Patapatapon, Francis, hello. I'm just trying to get to a point where I actually understand what these decks do, so that I understand what there is to like build things out of. So we have the purple hexagons. You're scared of the backseating tab on the bottom? You can read that if you like. I don't. It's just my thoughts on backseating story games mostly. I haven't told anyone to go read it yet. I just wrote them down and figured that I could put them in this spreadsheet instead of... well, I don't know where else I'd put them. Purple hexagons are my notes about this deck, which it like largely has the same thing, but it's like more numbers, basically. More numbers than Sword Hand. I don't really understand why Sword Hand would ever be better than this deck. Maybe Sword Hand's a little bit more resilient to exhaustion and like dead cards being put in your deck, because this deck's a little bit more like combo based, but even then, not really. Just seems way better. Alright, let's look at Duelist. Duelist is leaning more into the dexterity. That's not how you spell Duelist. Maybe I should have the stats as well? Probably. So we could have a red column, a green column, and a blue column. Sword Hand, I believe it's nope, 13. 13, 13, 9. This is 14, 12, 9. And this one's 12, 14, 9. Bird Hawking's about 3 months. Each job has a generalist deck and then a deck based on each of their 3 specialities. I don't know what that means, but probably. Hey, Peter Reagan. Hey, Corbin, how are you? So this is a little bit more defensively oriented and has some thorns. Every point will reflect 1 damage back to an attacker. This damage does not trigger any skills and cannot be reflected back again. So that doesn't seem very strong. Just like... yeah, it just doesn't seem very good. Shift 1 forward and into the lane of the target and deal 9 damage. So this seems to be largely about like lunging at things and then blocking the counterattack. Okay, I mean, I get it. I'm not excited at the idea of doing these things, but I get it. It's like lunge at things, then block their attack. But mediocre damage? That is basically my thought. What? Oh, I see. So like the jobs are strength, dex, and intelligence? Is that what it is? I was not expecting there to be an int type of Lucius at all. This is tactician. 10, 11, 14. So you're blocking with deflects. Shift 1 to self and all allies. Move a target into an adjacent cell. Good grief. Passive gains 6 critical when you move a cell. Remains in hand on turn end. So passive means that if it's in hand, it happens, I think? When an ally in the row attacks, follow up and deal 9 damage and retain. Oh, no. These get discarded when you activate them. So when you move, you'll gain 6 crit and discard this. Shift 1, then attack for 12 damage and gain a might after dealing damage. It is all over the place. Wow. I don't really know what to make of that. It's like more movement based. Is this one of the games where they decided let's make Spire but with these extra mechanics? Yes, it is. So it might be not balanced at all. Quite possible. But another thing that they did is they supported the mechanics very well with interface and story and flavor. And that's pretty cool. This is more like form manipulation or something. It has a bunch of triggers in it. There's like 4 defense or something. Okay. I have a basic idea of how Lucius works. Thanks for the 25 months, Namu. This game got balanced heavily since it started, maybe not finished. Yeah, it's still in early access. But it seems like it must be pretty close to being released. Like, it's pretty good. Pretty sweet. Okay, let's look at our druid. Long Rain, thanks for the 9 months. Appreciate it. You had hoped I would play this at some point, and you missed the stream earlier, and you're glad that I'm coming back to it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We got ranged attacks, melee attacks, attacks that shift targets, knock back a 1 on your next attack. Tackle. This hexagon with a 2 in it means that I have to play a bunch of cards before I'm allowed to play this. Close range? Consumes all fury charges with each charge, increasing damage by 40%. I don't see how I get fury right now. I have 5 defensive cards. I have a little bit of manipulation, but not really much at all. I have a good amount of damage. This is basically like decent but boring damage dealer. Honestly, probably not even particularly good at it. Probably just a bad damage dealer. Can we swap the game and spreadsheet windows, please? Nope. Alright, Forest, Defender, 15 Strength. Wow. So... Agility reduces the cost of move skills and can be consumed for other effects. I don't think I've ever seen something that consumes agility. Create seismic ground on target cell on your next attack. Deals 8 damage on round end. So the next time you attack, we create a seismic ground. When this effect ends, deal damage to unit on this cell. So basically all that does is add 8 damage to our attack. We have 4 block cards. It's so weird. It's like... it's trying to do interesting things, but I can't actually see anything that it does. It has a head pummel, I guess. Head pummel's going to deal extra damage off strength modifier, I guess. Hey, Zoe. We put a smaller spreadsheet inside the game window and a smaller game window inside of that. You can, using your mind, if you would like. I can make the game window a little bit larger. How about that? How's that for a compromise? But if you complain that you can't see the spreadsheet now, I will yeet you into the sun. Did I beat Inscription? I cowed Inscription. Fell before me. Crawled to my feet and begged me for mercy as I slayed it again and again with 5 or 6 copies of myself. This doesn't really have any manipulation. It has a few triggers, but I don't... it seems just sort of bad. So strength, but otherwise boring damage dealer. Okay, so we have some, let's say, 11, 10, 14. So this is the int-based one, Forest Seer. Thunder Barrage. Target a random cell 5 times. Applies 7 shock if unit is on cell. I'm going to assume that that's the enemy cells. I don't actually know for sure that that's true, but... we can summon a Spirit Hawk. We need summons as another column. Swipes Bark Skin. Deal 10 damage to all targets in a row and knock them back. Guard. Thorns. Herd. So I don't actually know how good Spirit Hawk is, because the card doesn't say what its stats are, or what its deck is. But it does summon a Spirit Hawk. And other than that, it's like... well, it summons a Spirit Hawk and has a random target AoE attack. That's sort of like it, feels like. Usually it has a couple of AoE attacks, I guess. It's like 5 or 6 maybe of these. Not really any manipulation. Epic death. What were my thoughts on Inscription? You can find them in the VODs where I play Inscription. Yeah? In the same way that you did not watch me play Inscription because you didn't want to hear a bunch about it, there may be people watching right now who do not want to hear about it. But if you want to find out exactly what I thought about it and what my experience of playing it was like, there is excellent news. There are videos of me doing exactly that. So this person can summon 2 things, and that just seems OP to me. Also has healing. Like, this build of Druid just seems so much better than the other ones. Not a lot of attacks though. But like defense and healing, the ability to shift allies. Seems like yes, like I can't really understand why I would ever pick a druid that wasn't that. Just don't really get it. Maybe maybe you're meant to not always get to choose or something, I don't know. I like this against Slay the Spire. It is a completely different game. And I've played 2 hours of it. Thanks for the 13 months, Scooty! Catherine, the Enforcer. Alright, start with Cleric. So as a Cleric, we're 13, 8, 14. We have a Divine Hammer, which sort of AoEs. It also costs 2, though. We can channel into Smites. So a channeled spell, AP cost is reduced by every point of channel you have, increases. Alright. I think that when you cast a channeled spell, you consume all of your channel, probably. Well, it doesn't actually say that there. Righteous Blow deals 28 in channels too. A lot. So it sort of feels like reveal, create a card that lasts for the duration of this battle only. Reveal a temp common heal card. I think this is like decent. Basically what's going on here though is we have like a couple of really good attacks and then several really bad ones, feels like. Like some big payoff attacks, but lots of filler. Generally, in my opinion. Which I guess means like, if you're able to remove a lot of cards. Okay, you can remove cards whenever you want from your deck, but you have to stay above 12 total. But I guess if it's the case that you can pretty rapidly get more cards in your deck, then having a few really good cards in your starter deck goes up in value. Because you can get rid of the bad ones and have the good ones, and by adding like 6 more cards maybe, you might get to a point where you're entirely playing a deck that's very good. There are a lot of cards per character. Yeah, I'm just looking at the starter decks and not looking at the other cards at all. This is more like a tactical RPG where your abilities are a deck of cards you customize. Sure. Yes, something like that. It is a tactical RPG deck builder. Gain 2 focus. What does focus do? Your next X melee attacks will grant channel equal to the number of targets hit. So it basically just gives more channel. So this is about smiting lots of times. Wait. I just looked at the range on Smite. But that doesn't mean it's AoE. That just means it's like ranged. I'm pretty sure. That's not AoE, right? What are the values on BCD columns? Strength, Dex, Int. This mostly seems pretty bad, unless... Seems bad unless channel is better than I'm expecting. I wonder if just like int will be better for everything always. Sort of possible. What is vulnerable? X more damage on the next hit. Effect ends on turn start. I wonder if vulnerable applies to multi-hits. Blessed Strike, Smite, Divine Hammer, press the attack. This is the one that I picked the first time through. And then quite a bit of block, and I can actually target somebody else with Might. You deal 30% more damage. Press the attack's an interesting card, though. Hey, wifey, how are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You checked out Gordian Quest? This game seems sweet. I guess some power is like a mega damage card. Maybe also a manipulation card, whatever that means. I don't actually know what that means. No healing here, though. So presumably Mender has some heals. Heal self and adjacent allies for 3. When you heal an ally, purge 2 on them. Remove up to 1 debuff from the target. Reveal 1 temp common heal card. So yeah. This is a character who just straight up cannot deal damage. Like, wow. The amount that this character does not deal damage is very high. This actually seems like the worst deck out of any of the ones I've seen, I'm pretty sure. I guess Holy Force can sort of deal damage, but mostly not. Removes debuffs. You know, I don't think I saw a single debuff on my characters the first time I played. I wonder if that's a big deal later. If removing debuffs is actually a big deal, then that's sort of passable, but I've seen no evidence of this. What's quarter below the picture of a card? 1 out of 4 below the picture of a card. Oh, this? I think that's what level the ability is? I think they can level up. It's sort of like upgrading a card in Slay the Spire. Intro of Vigor. Remove tones. Oh my gosh. Metal. When active, enables a bonus effect of red tones. So this would add 9 critical. An inspiration gives bonus effects for chorus cards, reduces by 1 on round end. So these are verses, and when I have red things, they do extra stuff. This is a chorus. So when I have inspiration, allies get crit if I have red. Allies get guard, allies gain channel. Dude, there's a lot of stuff happening here. Not very good at blocking. So basically gives allies lots of crit in a semi-complicated way, is what this does. Also, I didn't write down this character's name. We have like 8 damage cards or something, but they're sort of weird. A little bit of defense. Bard was when they added a whole new mechanic, so the Bard is complex. Apparently. Alright, let's check out the other things. The Troubadour. Seems to be even more strength focused. Apply vulnerable to an enemy and give more vulnerable with the song. And if we apply this status, it ignores guard. Sure. We still have bardic expertise, so we can still give allies lots of crit. Isn't this just really strong though? Reduces by 1 on round end. So if I get like 4 inspiration, I give allies 24 crit when I play this. Intrinsic. Always draw this card at the start of the battle. That seems like so much damage. The 5th card isn't a verse. Right? Why does that matter? Consume more inspiration if inspiration is at max before consuming. Increase max inspiration by 1. Oh, what is max inspiration? Interesting that that modifier scales with int rather than with strength, and everything else is scaling with strength in this deck. Four, 5, 6, 7. Card to the left of Bardic Expertise is also a chorus. Apply vulnerable to all enemies. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Alright, Minstrel. Gain 2 Vigil. Generate plus 30% guard for the next X instances, so twice. This is the green song. The green song makes me block a lot. Very large amount. Okay. So much block. I'm interested to see what the int-based one does then. 6, 7, 8. The Sonneteer. This has the blue tones. What does that mean? Target ally gains a channel, you gain inspiration, choose a card in hand and place to top of your draw pile. Cast an attack spell from any ally's deck with cost of up to 3 action points. Oh. Oh, I see. So we combo this with a cleric, presumably, because clerics have smite. Clerics seem to be the ones with the really high payoff attacks. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This is like interactions with channel. Who is this? Naran. I wrote that down already. Okay. Cool. Very good. Next, Bertram the Ranger. $12, $13, $10. So this will presumably be some shooty stuff. Sharpshooter, Trapper, Sentry. Primed Shot can be boosted by arrow cards for additional effects. What are the arrows? Improved Arrow, costs 0. Deals 2 more damage if there are 2 rows in between you and target. Okay. Construct a Sentry target, which is effective against single targets. Hey, it has a summon. I was not expecting that. Move to any cell in your row or lane. Discard 1, draw 1, gain 10 crits. Seems like a pretty sweet card. It's a bit of everything. Trap 1 cell, disabling movement. And applying vulnerable. Lots of block. This is a scale off strength. Not incredibly. That scales plus 200%. Legal Akron James, how are you? It's like 6 damage and 3 defense or something. A little bit light on defense maybe, but maybe that's not that big a deal. I haven't felt like I need to block that often in this game. And often it feels trick the enemies into just missing you. 10, 15, 10. That's a lot of decks. That's the most decks I've seen. That's the most of any single stat that I've seen. In fact, my druid had 15 strength in one of the starter decks. Lots of primed shots. Lightweight arrow. 8 more damage if there are 3 rows between you and target. So this is like a back rank damage dealer. Oh, apply 2 root to self. This is the second time I've played this. Played it earlier today. 7 damage cards and 3 block cards and a couple of move around cards. I'm mostly unexcited so far by this stuff. Like, it's okay damage, but doesn't seem to do very much else, and it's not incredible damage. It's just like pretty good. Shift 1 to target and applier 8 1. See, this is cooler. Getting to move targets around a little bit seems pretty sweet. I wonder if I can move a target into a trapped cell. Probably. This is trap cells and move targets into them. I only have like 2 actual attacks though. Next trap deals 9 damage when triggered. But lots of manipulation. Bit of defense. Lots of traps. I wanna mark those as like triggers, I guess. My nose has been running all day. Oh, it's a struggle over here. I believe what the purple costs mean, Amhedron, is that they are paid for by a resource that you generate by playing other cards, rather than being paid for by action points. I believe that's true. Isn't that Ranger class always? Meh, it exists. Unless you're playing Skyrim, in which case it's like, this is the only thing you can possibly be. Construct a siege turret, effective against groups. Artillery? See, here you go. This is a bit more like it. Artillery commander. 100 int. Sounds strong. Okay, I fixed that typo. Targeted turrets next attack deals more damage. We have 2 different summons. Having a few summons seems really nice. Although I guess there will be fights where there isn't enough room for you to benefit a ton from summons. Haven't really seen any of those yet, but I suppose that will be the case. 16 damage if target is unobstructed. I wonder what that means. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that there's nothing between you and it? That's sort of the best I got. Hey, brain boy. You went into Skyrim as a mage and just ended up with a bow and stealth somehow. Well, yeah, that's how it works. It's because every time you walk into an engagement in Skyrim, you're in stealth. And attacks from stealth get a bonus. So you want to make an attack from stealth. So you're going to shoot a bow, because you can't stealth close enough to get a melee attack. And that's how you're going to start every engagement. And that's why. That is why everybody plays a stealth archer in Skyrim. Ranger's summon is purple. Oh yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, I don't know what that means. It means that it's a construct, I guess? Well, no, this is a green construct. I don't know what a purple card signifies at all. Maybe just that it doesn't scale with any ability. Perhaps that is the answer. Kudo, the Warlock. So we have lots of bleed. Lots of bleed. We have potent attacks. 8 damage to 3 random targets and apply chill. Convert bleed to burn and apply 8 burn. Adjacent targets take half the damage. Wow. Okay, so burn is AoE. Interesting. And Bloodshot deals extra damage for bleed on the target, so this is our payoff. Purge. Remove a status if unspecified, removes the oldest debuff first. Interesting. This is like bleed-based damage, basically. With a payoff. And tiny AoE. Not a lot of AoE, but a little bit of AoE. It's a lot of damage. It's like 8 damage cards. Hey, no lava. I didn't just fly into the sun repeatedly at the end. That wasn't the only thing I did at the end. A Blood Mage. More bleeding. This one has a bit more starting strength. Arcane Hail again. Purge 1 does not remove bleed. Apply 3 bleed. I don't really understand what that means, but okay. Energy from Blood. Activates after you apply 2 bleed stacks. Gain 1 channel, gain 6 critical. Power from Blood. Same thing-ish, except it's Fury and Guard. Fury charges increase the damage of your next hit by 40%. What's our payoff? Bloodshot again. Recover HP equal to bleed. So we want to bleed ourselves. Wait, but heals will remove an equivalent value. Maybe this isn't healing though, maybe it's recovering HP instead of healing so it doesn't remove the bleed? I'm a bit confused. I think I would have to play this character to actually understand how it works. Basically bleed-based shenanigans seems to be what's going on. Lots of damage. And a couple of triggered things and like 3 block cards, I guess. You see 11 months Arcader. Has anyone ever enjoyed playing a mage in Skyrim? It's really weird. I always would cast spells on cooldown in those games in order to level up their abilities to get experience, but I almost never actually use the spells in combat. Skyrim is those games where you can turn Fork, Unlimited Power, Item, and God Killer on Second City where you go. I'm trying to parse that. I don't know if you mean that you can kill everyone in the second city you go to with a fork, but that's what I'm reading from your sentence. It might be what you mean. Probably true. You probably can do that. Alright, Tormentor. 1410. Fork is god tier in Skyrim? Oh, okay. What is this? Deal 5 damage to a random unit if it's an ally. If it's an ally. Lol. Convert 1 bleed on target to 6 burn, chill, shock, or poison. Apply bleed, apply bleed, apply poison. Gain 5 guard plus 4 for every debuff you have. This is so confusing. Bleed, poison, debuffs. I'm not even like what? I don't understand. The Warlock clearly cares about having debuffs on itself and on allies sometimes, but I don't understand like why you would ever put them there. Like the payoff for having debuffs on yourself and allies doesn't seem like it's very high. So why? Applies bleed if enemy starts to turn on it. Adds additional effects to certain warlock skills. Ooh. Target an enemy on a blood pool. Apply chill and root. Drain HP from target on a blood pool. Target an enemy on a blood pool. Apply 15 vulnerable and physical weakness. Physical resist reduced by X for this battle. Entire battle. Okay. I don't actually know how resists work yet. I think it's flat. Maybe. Pool of blood and associated abilities. That's the best I have, that it's a flat increase or reduction to damage of that type. A friendly shambler. Sapphire Hollow. Wasn't Morrowind the game where you could jump from one side of the continent to the other and then die to fall damage? Yep, you could definitely do that. You could also fast travel while you were in mid-air, even though you're about to fall to your death, and just like arrive in a different town. Completely fine. It's a good game, Morrowind. You could also go to the not the first town, but you could take a fast travel thing from the place you started to a different town, and then go to a potion supply merchant and a potion purchasing merchant, and just go in between the two, making increasingly strong potions, which buffed your potion making ability, until you had essentially infinite potion making ability, and then you could make like one potion that increased your speed for the next like 150 hours, and one potion that increased your strength for the next 150 hours, and they would increase them by like 100 times the normal values that you'd see in the game. And then you could just walk around doing whatever you wanted very, very fast. Probably, that's what I mean. Who is that gooey? You played this a while back and had an uber powerful infinite bard run going. Yeah, bard seems pretty sweet. How'd my D&D session go? It went pretty well. Our regular DM was driving somewhere today, so one of the normal party members did our DMing for us and did like an interlude episode, which was quite funny. Fortunately, none of us died. The Scoundrel's about playing lots of attacks, essentially. That's what the Scoundrel is trying to do. I don't know that the Scoundrel has much to help achieve that, but I'm pretty sure that's what you're trying to do. Does observe. +3 for every target in selection. Wait, this does mean it's AoE, doesn't it? Does this mean it's AoE? Somebody who's actually played this game, tell me, please. I actually want to know. Does this mean that it hits 9 squares? So Smite hits 9 squares? Well, how does this work? How does stealth attack AoE? You can hit any of those squares. It's all rows if you're in the middle. It hits all 9 if you're in the middle. Does this hit all enemies? That doesn't make any sense to me. Why would a stealth attack hit 9 enemies at the same time? This is single target, but this one isn't, but it has the same thing on it. I don't get it. I will use 6 of these. Whew. A lot of cubing. Ihio Silver. Headhunter. I don't know if this game is good or not. It seems like it's good, but what it is incredibly mechanically deep. So I haven't yet gotten to the point where I actually know what all the mechanics are even, despite having spent 3 hours on it. So yeah. For defense, basically, a little bit of manipulation. Big attacks that give resources on kill. Saboteur. 8, 13, 14. Caltrop. Supplies 5 speed down. Reduces initiative. Initiative reduced by 5 plus X for X rounds. So it reduces initiative by 10, which is not the amount that I would have guessed speed down would reduce initiative by, but, well, not 5 anyway. Bowler shots. Lots of shifting targets. Lots of shifting targets. Target shifts and traps. Lots of manipulation. And then the rogue. I'm gonna figure things out when I play for 20 minutes, then I might have to spreadsheet again. Why would I have to spreadsheet again? Deliberately analyzing something doesn't just like lose all of its value immediately. It's a way of internalizing and understanding a thing. I'm not trying to solve the game, I'm trying to internalize with my current understanding what the different characters do. This one has lots of poison. And quite a lot of defense too. Agility is used to reduce the cost of move skills. Create a concealment effect. Cell effect that grants stealth to unit on it. You must gain 5 guard if they end their turn on this cell. Oh. Okay. I feel like Rogue is the coolest of these. I don't know if it's the best, but it's the coolest. Is it going nameless inversion? 12, 11, 12. This is Jendiah the Golemancer. Or at least one of her modes is the Golemancer. Complexity 3, huh? She commands a golem which is her companion and defender. Create a rock. Rocky. Rocky gains guard if you are directly behind him. Adjacent allies draw 1. Rocky follows up with 5 damage in the same row as you. Rocky draws 2. Rocky and you gain 2 crit for every strength card drawn and 2 guard for every dex card drawn. Create a rock and add a temp pulverize into Rocky's hand. I mean, I'm going to have to actually play this character to understand what any of that means. You're fine, Jammin. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Any golem card is in the golem deck. Wait, you can scroll down further? So do I get 2 characters for the price of 1, basically? Hey Honk, how are you? is basically 2 characters. What? Basically 2 characters. How is this legal? How can this possibly be legal? Sort of. I mean, they're not the best stats ever. Borna, hello. Sort of just damage and block, right? What is accurate? Every point of damage will remove 2 guard instead of 1. Oh, cool. Earth cover. Dodge. Move earth. Stone bullet. Create rock. What is pulverize? Rocky pulverize. Is that pulverize? If target is a rock, destroy it and deal 8 damage to the unit behind it. Rock heave. Target a rock, throw it at an enemy. Dealing 16 damage. Okay. I mean, I have no idea. I'm not going to attempt to write down what these actually are. I think I might start as this character, though. Golem Master. Lots of blocking. Shift to cell adjacent to Rocky. Shuffle a temp card into Rocky's draw pile based on where you move to. Same row, duo attack. Same row, different row, duo defense. Shift Rocky, gain an agility. You and Rocky draw 1. 1-2 punch. Rocky draws 2. Rocky and you gain 3 crit for every strike. Yeah, okay. Artificer. Choose 2 attack cards in Rocky's deck and increase the damage of the skills by 16%. Scalding Sand. I wonder if I want a strength, dex, and int based character for checks. I guess I don't get to. Ooh, 42. But it expends. Toss an adjacent ally to the front row. Ally discards all attacks in hand. Deal 14 damage for every attack discarded. Wait, to who? Deal 14 damage to who? To the ally? Presumably no, but... Huh. Fascinating. Love it when I have a rock friend. And then we have Pierre the Force Mage. Pierre the Spellbinder. Who I started with last time, but that was on hard difficulty. And I'm going to go for max difficulty here. So you have some burns. Draw 2 cards, keep 1, discard the others. Vulnerable, shock, burn, consume burn. Dealing 130% of its value. Mana charge. Flame shield. Energize. What do I do with channel here? Does the sort of glow in the 2 value there indicate that it's a channeled spell? Is that what it's trying to tell me? Channel seems like such a strange resource so far. I don't quite understand why I would want to... Like, I'm basically spending resources to gain channel, which I am then using to play a spell. And I could have just spent the resources on playing the spell to begin with. Just don't quite get it. So you start with one character and then get more of them. Yes, you choose your starting character and then you run into new friends. Also channeled spell on the card text. Yeah, I know that it's a channeled spell. I wasn't wondering if this was a channeled spell or not. I was wondering if that meant that it was a channeled spell, if that's what that circle was indicating. You have to enable channel points to truly understand channel. Interesting. Is this stream sponsored by Google Docs? Wonder how much Google Docs pays. They sponsor your channel. It's probably a pretty good deal. 2 magic missiles, 3 ice shards, a storm pulse. Barriers, mana charges, energizes. Look at how much channel I'm gaining. But why? I can just spend 2 on this. I just don't get it. Maybe the point is that you play lots of channeled spells in the same turn, but I only have 1. How am I going to play lots of them? I only have 1. Wouldn't work. Hey, patron. Ooh, the game's in a Steam sale right now? Well then. Horse Mage has magic missiles. This character is sweet as shit. This character is awesome. I love just shooting things with magic missiles. It's sort of my vibe. And Conjurer has lots of magic swords. And blocks. Yes. There are some channeled spells that cost more than max energy. That makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, let's start with Jendaya. Specifically, let's start with... Trying to work out who else is getting added to the party most likely. Maybe I just accept that I don't know right now. He bolt the burb. Did I beat the hard campaign? No, I didn't even get like halfway through Act 1. I played it long enough to decide that I wanted to actually play the game on max difficulty. I don't actually know if I want to start with Jendaya. I might just go Force Mage again. There's too much block on these cards, I feel like. Don't want to spend forever making block. Although I do get 2 characters. Which is probably pretty good. Chain 1. Yeah, I don't know what that does. If targeting a rock, Rocky can destroy it with a rock skill, applying its burn on adjacent enemies. I feel like I'm basically only interested in this because it gives me an extra character. There are 24 starting decks. There are 36 starting decks. There are 4 for each of 9 different characters. TTQ, wow. Any idea what... Will you have any idea what's going on if you tune in now? Well, I'm about to start. So, hopefully. I want to take the wizard again. I feel like there is something pretty sweet about just shooting things with magic missiles repeatedly. Hard to make this call without knowing the details of the second character. You are Rendia's last hope. 15% increased item rarity. Globally, enemies deal more base damage and have access to stronger abilities. Enemies with special traits abound. Roguelike mode. Heroes cannot be resurrected at the sanctuary upon death. If your entire party is defeated in battle, your run ends. Alright. Skip prologue battle. You will begin the act in the garrison. Welcome to the garrison. I have to go rescue somebody. I get another character. A bard? Jendaya? Alfonza? Who is the scoundrel? Or a random character? Let's grab Jendaya. So I get a rock and a wizard. Those were the 2 that I wanted, so sweet. Given that I have a wizard already, maybe it's best to go with like strength and dex based. What combo's best with someone shooting a lot of magic missiles? We'll go this. Someone else also shooting a lot of magic missiles? True. I don't believe we need medical aid or healing or fate. Alright, what's at the blacksmith? A birch staff, which gives 2 spell damage. It seems good on magic missile friend for only 30 gold. A quarterstaff of the snake. This gives me another magic missile. Oh, that's like just even better. Often studded armor. Grants deflect, guard on intelligence defense cards, and dexterity defense cards. Guard for strength and dex. You have dex. Okay. I get confused by this. How do I change to buy with you without leaving the shop? I don't get it. Oh, here. So I want one of these. And I sort of... I did it again. I I sort of want to buy this and then take dexterity and level up, but maybe I won't do that. Especially since it puts a deflect in my deck, and I don't think I want another deflect. I think I want to buy this. 2 spell damage and another magic missile. This game has so many mechanics, items, cards, stats, sockets, skill trees. What the fuck? Calm down, doves. I know, right? Isn't it awesome? Alright. Party inventory. Let's give you the staff. Give you the studded leather. In your deck, I want to take out 2 things which aren't magic missile, basically. Throw and ice shard, maybe? Be like that. Wait, actually, is this a stratagem? No. In your deck, I can also remove a card. Okay. You wish we had a few fights with nothing to start and then build from there. Ready to head out. We'll have to loop around the garrison to get the storehouse today as we go. If things start getting too tough, we should head back to Sister Ophelia for healing. Alright, here we go. First max difficulty fight. Will I survive? Minimum deck size is a stat. Well, I think it's 12 for everybody except Jendaya, because Jendaya is 2 heroes at the same time. See, I have a big rock friend. Adjacent allies draw 1. So I can move there without needing a card. I can play this. Remember to make use of Officer Aaron's trigger skill to gain a situational advantage. No, absolutely not. I refuse. Why couldn't I use this? Oh, because I don't have SP built up yet. Alright. Here's Rocky. This is dealing 5, this is dealing 5, this is dealing 9. I could go punch, punch, punch. I'm going to assume that Rocky doesn't, like, what? Alright, okay. Well then. That just died. Yeah, I think this is the part where we don't have anything yet. I think this is a game where there is so much overall that this is basically not having anything. So let's move there. And then go 1-2 punch. Deals 5, deals 9. And that. Might as well do this. Rocky, uppercut. Wait, why is uppercut so much damage? Okay, but I want to give the kill to the wizard, I believe. I did not give the kill to the wizard. The NPC stole it because... God damn it. Oh well. It was a nice try. Hey, Kickfork. like a... Alright, fight number 2. Shift Rocky, but I don't have my SP, but we are building it up. We're going with a 5 for 8 for 8. Huh. I guess I let the NPC take all the damage. I guess I'm okay with that. Be careful of enemy formations, they can use triggers as well. Okay. Not enough SP to play Rocky Finisher. Whoops. Still pretty sure I don't want Rocky to take the last hits. Yay, we did it. Just stealing a little bit of XP. You know how it goes. I love that he also moved back to put the wizard in the front line. Just a very clever team player. Okay. I'm alright with you following up on that damage. You have enough to kill everything? Yes. So I can just end turn, or like dodge or something. I guess I can shoot that, there's no reason not to. Ensorcelor, thanks for the year! Hogbomo show to you too. Halloween is upon us. Wait, it's the 29th already? Wow. I like this game's art a lot. I do too. It's just very pleasant to play this game. Last hit bonus 47. Hell yeah. Maybe I should have made a party member that got party synergy faster. Maybe my third party member can be about getting party synergy. You can control which row your character starts in the character menus. Oh, okay. We have a boss fight. That's shooting... Ah, they're shooting my mages. Dealing 12, dealing 9. Actually, does that reach far enough? Looks like it does. But you're only attacking for 9. Hmm. But now that one's attacking for 12, and I have decided to stand in front of it for some reason. Bit of a mystery. Okay. I think that turn was okay. Maybe. Punch, punch, punch? Let's check what you have. You have magic missiles. But you'd actually have to move down to be able to cast them. But maybe that's okay. Also, do you need to cast barrier? 4 plus 13 plus 14 is 27. Oof. Is this weak? Oh, I think it is. It is weak. Okay, so I think I can kill that magic archer with this. Back to you now. Let's just punch that a lot. Hell yeah. Rocky finisher. Oh, that has incredibly limited range. Okay. Understood. So just you left. You are attacking Zendaya. Jendaya. Is that is that deliberate? That's gotta be deliberate, right? I don't know if that's deliberate or not. Maybe it's not. Probably not. They look very similar. I don't know. I think it's just that I have Dune on my mind, yeah. This would be an interesting game to play multiplayer, I feel. It's cool how you have all these cards which you don't always play. I think it's cool. I think a lot of things about this are cool, in fact. Rocky has fucking 700 cards and cannot hit a single thing. Alright, we worked it out. Wait, no we didn't. Duo attack. Different row, chain 2 for half damage. It's in the same column but a different row. Wait, what is a row? Which one's a row? Is this a row? Don't actually know. $700 cards and all of them are punch. Absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way. So I could just walk out of the way of this. This seems like a very reasonable option. It is no longer hitting anything. Alright. Outplayed. Was one of those magic missiles higher level than the other? I think it might have been. Row is up, down, column is left to right. That makes sense. That's what rows and columns usually are. Interesting. Okay. Wait, why did Rocky go here? Wait, that's actually super weird. I don't understand that at all. Are you gonna kill it? Yeah, you are. Wait, it's still attacked anyway! Rocky! Rocky, my friend. Do I have hotkeys on these? Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Very nice. My wizard is level 2. One of the fantasy elements in this game is a reversal of row and column. You gain a skill point from leveling up. Oh, stop talking. Yay. So, what I found the first time I played was that this tier 1 talent socket was just stronger than everything else here by like miles. Unless maybe learning a skill is very good. But in general, the tier 1 talent socket seemed incredibly important, and I think I am just going to go get it. Here, the Force Mage probably just wants to int max. Just straight up int every time. Just name them rank and file. That would make sense. At some point I need to stop playing so I can go watch the latest episode of Foundation. It's very important to me. But apparently even more important is to keep playing. Area cleared. Take back the storehouse. Alright. Front door's blockaded and they'll have crossbows waiting. So, you probably want a perception check. And this is not particularly likely to pass right now. So I'm going to use a skill to help with this. Why does this have a red thing on it? What does that mean? Anyway, I will take the +6 from Ice Shard. Jaren. I removed it. Oh, okay. So I have exhaustion now in my deck, but I succeeded in the challenge. I got 220 experience, and now I can climb to the roof. What happens if I take out the bandit leader? I wonder. I feel like if I take out the bandit leader, the 2 bandits watching the door might just run away. But I don't want that. I want the fight for the experience. So, that's a freaking clever way to remove cards. They do come back again, right? In fact, it never went anywhere. Wait, 6? Yeah, it's still in my deck. I just got an exhaustion. I'm just using the card for a skill check. I'm not actually removing it. Both trigger a fight? Alright, let's take out the bandit leader and back. A reflex check. Alright, so Jendaya is going to do this one. Let's again help out with a skill. I succeeded again. I got 140 experience. Closing on the 2 remaining bandits and battle is joined. Okay, so it feels like I maximized my experience there. Okay. Ooh. I did not have all of my people go before all of their people this time. This is gonna trap a cell, but in general, they seem to just be standing still and dying. Which I guess I'm good with. Oh my gosh, I actually get to play finisher. Oh no, I'm not even sure I want to. Certainly hit them pretty hard though. That's not what it used to be trapping. It used to be trapping this, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if chill goes immediately, and I don't know if my wizard gets the last hit. It does. Oh, you got the last hit bonus. Wait, hold on. Why? Wait, what? So the golem gave Jendiah the last hit bonus, which makes perfect sense. Why did one of my characters get 39 and the other got 24 from last hitting enemies who, as far as I could tell, were identical? And burger loadings for the 23 months. One of these days we will lose an initiative roll and get owned. Yeah, I'm wondering if my characters can just get one shot if I miss initiative rolls, honestly. Like, it seems a little bit possible. Yeah, maybe it's because one was underleveled and there's catch-up experience. It's a rock. Let's grab Dex. I think this is a Dex character. Maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. Definitely Dex and Strength. I'll take this one because it is a breakpoint for right now. Note, by the way, that it shows you which stat point you added with a color, which is the coolest thing ever. This is very important to me. Alright, home. Camp requires 4 supplies. I want to get rid of my exhaustion at some point. Alright, we did it. Now we have to go help a cleric to defend the garrison. Oh, help Lucius defend the garrison, apparently. I guess this is random who it is. Last time it was a cleric. I don't remember feeling like Lucius's stuff was very good. Maybe veteran is good. It's a strength-based character too. Alright, so we have strength, dex, int then. That seems fine. Looks like a cool game. Yeah. Damn straight. Guard with strength, defense, skills, +1 dex. Shoes that give intelligence. Seems like a pretty good deal. A humming short spear. Attached attacks apply 7 shock. There's once per turn. A great sword, 3 melee attack damage. Huh. Okay. Let's buy wool slippers. Some shoes. Game does not try to be Slay the Spire and succeeds. Skirmish always draw on turn 1 combo from the Golem Lady was just absurd. I don't know what that means yet, but I am certain that it's true. I feel like you would know. When used restores 15 HP. Oh, wow. Wow, those potions heal for a lot more than I thought they did. So I would quite like to not have exhaustions in my deck anymore. Hey, look, I have all of these things. I can discover new artifact. Oh, I forgot to do this. I can unlock an artifact. Holy Symbol increases Catherine's base stats by 1. I don't have Catherine. Awkward. Wait, does this give me Catherine? Is that Catherine? That might be Catherine. That looks like Catherine. Okay, so I have increased Catherine's base stats And I have Catherine. Also, the Catherine deck I want has 14 strength, I think, so I might go to the blacksmith and buy this. It does a greatsword have magic missiles on it? Oh, it doesn't. Okay. I think I'm gonna buy this greatsword for +3 melee attack damage. Seems pretty sweet. I also sort of want that plate armor, but it's too expensive. It does say start of the run, but if you equip them mid-run, it seems to work, I think. 8 enemies over 3 waves, but the party's front line is barricaded. Here goes nothing. I see my rock friend is doing all of the defense for us. I suppose that's only fair. How do I even... This is awkward. Because I think if I move to here, I will move this NPC up here and it won't deal 17 damage anymore. Attacking for 9. It's attacking the thing in front of it, so we don't care about that. And you have enough block to survive 9. I could actually just end turn here, I guess. Feels sort of silly. I don't know what else there is to do. Can't shift to there. Wait, this cell is adjacent to that one? Oh, I did not realize that. Took me a while to understand that. I guess I'm ending turn. Alright. I'm gonna train, I think, see 15 months. Wait, you got dexterity too. Oh, I didn't realize that was going to happen. Like, it makes perfect sense, but I did not realize it was about to happen. Okay, that has not stood in front of my rock. That's unfortunate. This is the higher level magic missiles, so it deals significantly more damage. We go 10, then 15, then 26. And dead. And some skeletons are here. I love when the NPCs just randomly move around. Just a huge fan of that. Hey. We're moving before all of that shit. We have a barrier for the wizard. None of the other attacks are mattering. Do I want to move 20? Ooh, look at you. If I made this vulnerable, you'd kill it? Seems good to me. Oh, I forgot to get rid of the exhaustions. Or maybe I couldn't. I don't know. Rocky has 7 million different cards here. And can't do anything except punch stuff. Cool. Why? Why do you deal so much? No weaknesses or resistances. It's brand new. Why is this dealing 18 when it says it deals 10? Help me out here. Chat, I have 8 crit for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, because of this thing. Okay, got there eventually. What is this attack? Does it only go forward? No. So if... well, that's already dead. It's for 9. I guess it's just not going to do anything. Oh well. Whoops. That disappeared. Let's push that. Oh, I don't want to push it. Oh, whoops. Let's push this and then magic missile it. That's dead. This is just attacking a barrier. Also, it's dead. Okay. Rock duo, dodge, dodge, reorient. We have this thing. Going to raise a skeleton. It's going to attack a barricade. That's going to attack my NPC. My NPC who I want to be at full health, though. What if I did that? That. I don't know. What if I did that and that? Let's find out. My rocky friend has a lot of cards again. Oh shit. Alright. That's dead. I didn't draw any damage at all. Thanks. Pretty sure we're trying to kill the boss monster. Why does the Holy Warrior Woman have a boob window in her breastplate? Don't know. Not sure. Give the enemies a chance, maybe? Maybe it's just like good sportsmanship. This is going to soul steal, unless I can kill it very soon. That's attacking the barricade, this is attacking the cleric, that's attacking the barricade. Good turn. Not name. You're unsure of the trade-off of having two characters, it just seems strong. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of what I thought it would be like, so... Seems like I'm correct so far. That's what I'm learning. Oh, punch doesn't go to the back line. Okay. I mean, that sort of makes sense. So what do I do now? That's 8 here. Everybody needs guard against the drain, I guess. I wonder if drain goes through guard. It sort of makes sense that it would. The more characters, the harder it is to position everyone in later stages. Yeah, that makes sense. It does make sense. Boop. Boop. Oh, that survived. Math. Math is OP. You mean you could play with just one? Oh, I think the comment was on the fact that one of my characters has 2 characters. Jendaya brings the golem with her. Believe that was the thing that people were commenting about. Oh, hello. Alright, we're good. I wonder if it would be possible to instruct the NPCs on which cards in their decks are the good ones to play. Might be nice if they could work that out. I don't know what happens if one of the halves dies. So could I just move here? And then it misses? Nope, that didn't work. Alright, back here again. If the golem dies, you don't have it available for the next fight, but after that it's available again? Very temporary death. Rocky Punch! How does the purple energy work? You gain it for... Oh, I'm getting so many synergy things for making everyone draw cards. That's cool. You gain it for playing cards, as far as I can tell. And it's just an extra type of energy you can use to play the cards that cost it. The other end of the garrison may need aid as well. We should hurry over. We have Catherine. I do not want a mender. I would like Catherine to be an enforcer. Think. Divine hammers and press the attacks and blocks and shield blocks. Pretty sure this is what I want. And I'm going to get rid of Blessed Strike and Smite and just go full strength, basically. And we have a bunch of level ups to do. Okay, so we can get int talents pretty easily, +4 int. Trying to work out if there's some universe where I wouldn't just take +4 int. Certain skills use strategy points instead of action points. Does that change skills from using action points to using strategy points, or does it just comment? Also, apparently SP is a strategy point. Start battles with 2 channel charges. Staffs. Oh, I don't care about channel charges. I'm just taking 4 int. Seems pretty good. So suddenly I have a +5 int modifier. Seems very good. You can change the talent whenever. That is a thing I have noticed. For you! I don't remember having a character with this much dexterity before. Medium armor proficiency. 1 max card draw. 1 max card draw, huh? What about just taking 4 decks? I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be some way to stop being that boring, but heavy armor, item cards getting +1 rank. Fury stuff, 2 base damage on melee cards. That's sort of like having +4 strength, except it doesn't make me block for more as well. I don't know. It's presumably there's some reason why you would do something other than that, but I can't work out what it is, so I'm just going to do it. Also have a great sword. Alright, cool. This way, we must save the swordsman fighter friend. Once Upon a Coin. Is this sponsored? I was sponsored to play it earlier today, and then I enjoyed it, and now I am playing it some more tonight. I'm not going to go much later though, because it's 2 AM. One, two, 3 NPCs. You're attacking my friend. You're attacking my friend. Everything's attacking the golem. We need to either kill this stuff, or block for a lot, or... I don't know. Bit of a problem. I could have the NPC do all the tanking. That probably works pretty well. Can you actually swap with that? No. Oh. Okay, whatever. Wait, maybe Rocky just blocks. Oh yeah, Rocky can just block. Let's just move here. This is perhaps arguably not being a perfect turn. But on the other hand, my numbers are so big that I don't think it matters. 10, 9, so 30 total. Rocky doesn't care. Also, wow. Also, wait, why doesn't this work? Well, I don't know. Short rundown of the game. Deck builder plus D&D campaign. That deals 11 base damage. Seems sort of messed up. Mr. Wizard Man. Alright. This is the kind of game you want to play when it's fully developed on early access. Yeah, I think it's getting pretty close to release, but it's not quite there yet. It has an incredible amount of content for a game that is in early access. 10 to the barricade. 9 to the cleric, 11 to the rock, and 9 to the rock. The rock still has 24 block. Why? Why does it have 24 block? Does it not forget its block or something? I don't know how much it matters if this game is balanced or not. Like, there are going to be game modes where that matters. Oh, I see. It doesn't lose its guard until it actually takes its turn. Gosh, that sort of makes sense. There is a barricade in play, that's true. So you're gonna hit me for 9. Can I just do this to myself? Oh, I can. Okay. I don't think you're gonna hit me for a 9. I think you're gonna be dead. Cool. Hitting the barricade though. The mundane one. You can pretty much break any run. This doesn't surprise me too much in a game which has so many mechanics. Doesn't mean that the game isn't fun though. Fortunately. Ooh, does dexterity affect your initiative in this game? Because it does in D&D. Checking for 9. I move here. Dodge. Now I can uppercut you. 13 plus 9. First time I'm actually taking damage, it looks like. If you play without knowing what you're going to do late game, the game can be very unforgiving. Well, that's something to look forward to. Oh. Oh wait, there's like a lot of damage incoming. Maybe I can kill this before it moves. So I would... These attacks don't work as well against these skeletons, though. Oh, could I just block twice and then move forward? Doesn't quite block far enough. Do you have? Triple magic missile. I bet that kills this. Oh yeah, especially if I deal that much. Wait, can I just kill this? 36. Has 25% resist though. I don't think I can, but I can kill this. More bosses coming. That's the first time that I've actually taken damage. What is that? What is that? Titan deals more damage and has double the HP. Oh, it's like it's a difficulty modifier. Is it just gonna straight up kill my wizard? But it's going... When does it move? Last. I got plenty of time before I have to worry about that. 13, 9, 9 cleave. Okay. Might be good to step back. Maybe put you there. Move myself here. And then I could 1-2 punch. That really didn't deal any damage. Do this first, presumably. Oh, I have 12 block all of a sudden. Still not really enough. It's okay though, the wizard can step out of it. Duo attack. Seemed like good damage. Wait, you have a turn still? Oh, you do. Deck is starting to fill with copies of Press the Attack, which was the plan. So you're trying to hit me for 20. I'm gonna block that. Easy. Easy game. If I move you there, do you still attack me? Okay. That would have been very awkward if you went and attacked something else after I did that. When does the combat end? It has said over here that reinforcements are coming, and it no longer says that, so once we kill these, I suppose. Not a great hand. I guess I can move here for movement points. Adjacent draw card seems pretty nuts. I know, right? I agree. Also, I'm not sure that these are, like, intended to be very difficult. They certainly don't seem very difficult. Ooh, Smite looks pretty. It's very much the first mission. In Act 2, the game actually becomes hard, kinda. Well, we'll see about that. Was that worth it? Maybe I should have just gone with Stone Bullet. It's just really like spitting at my wizard. Very inappropriate. Punch! Punch! Over here, uppercut. Why is uppercut so much better than punch? Forever waiting for a Yu-Gi-Oh stream. The idea that Yu-Gi-Oh is actually a game and not just a TV show is still sort of hard for me to grasp, to be totally honest. Oof! Look at how close those two are to a level up. That's pretty brutal. Not a moment too soon, let's head back to update Captain Roderick. So I wanted to go veteran here. Pretty sure. Pretty sure this seemed like the coolest. But also, I'm not really planning to use that character, so whatevs. Weirdly, I don't entirely feel like I have any bad cards. Maybe I'm meant to take 5 max HP. I don't know. What does this do? Boost the card's base values? I could do that. Just take 5 max HP and then upgrade a card. I could also take more int. How much HP do I have though? 20? Oh, 20 is like tons. More int and upgrade a card. Oh wait. Game looks absolutely amazing and entirely impenetrable as a viewer who joined 1.5 hours into a run. I've been playing this game for 3.5 hours. Guess how much of that time I have spent reading about new mechanics. Spoilers, all of it. Game has a lot of mechanics. Game's sweet. What do int strength and dex do? They are blue, red, and green, respectively, in the way that you asked, and the cards are blue, red, and green. And like the blue ones have their values increased by int, for example. There are also some dialogue checks where you have to roll a die and you get a modifier based on your int, dex, or strength. Also, some equipment requires a certain amount to be equipable. So now we have to go talk with the people who give us side quests. Also, can't you help me with stuff anyway? You have some rings, spell attack damage, max HP, attack of opportunity. 2 attack damage, 1 intelligence. Fire resist, max HP, spell attack damage. Take double spell attack damage rings. Get my wizard hitting harder. $265 gold. Seems very expensive. +1 rank to a random lightning skill in your deck for a battle. +4 HP on an elite kill. Well, +1 strength. +1 strength seems straightforward. Alright. Those are some things. I'm still exhausted, I note, at this time. After I have spent all of my money. I also have no supplies. Another thing that I note at this time. Alright. I could go to the inn. Rest for a day, restore all my HP, and remove all the exhaustion. Sure. Could also buy 1 supply. I have 0 gold. I have 41 renown. We do stuff with that at the guild hall. Let's unlock another artifact. All heroes have +1 dexterity. And another. Exploration. Alphonse's disarm traps mission works on lingering curses as well. I don't really know what that means. All heroes have +1 dex. Over 15% more gold, I think. So at the guild hall, we can give people missions. Somehow. Is that at the guild hall? Maybe that isn't at the guild hall, actually. How do you give people missions? Hey, you are bored. The pity things for the 15 months. Ooh, the Enchantress. I didn't even look at your stuff. Oh, this is where you get runes. Attached skills grant 1 stealth on use. Seems cool. Limited modifier and cost SP instead of AP. Ooh. Spell attack damage and int. Once per turn, you can draw a card on kill. Feels like I want this for my wizard. Anyway, all great. Let's go to find Barnaby's tools, recommended level 3. How do I close that? How do I see the map? Which ones find Barnaby's tools? Ah, okay. I guess I could have just done that forever ago. Is this a good party? Close enough, I'm gonna say. You can definitely give people quests in Act 1. I was doing it earlier. I don't remember how though. Bandits have raided the shop in the aftermath of the invasion, leaving nothing but shattered display cases behind. The door to the cellar remains open, and there's a strong stench of the dead wafting from it. You have an encounter. Level 2 encounter. Now we don't have all the barricades and NPCs and stuff. It's a little more stripped down. Also, I don't have the huge don't have the huge trap 8. Initiative bonuses that I had before. Also shift you here. Oh my gosh, Rocky. Rocky, that's illegal. Okay, we're fully blocking. I drew all of my block cards here, unfortunately. A little bit awkward. Rocky is in Rocky Balboa? Yeah, possibly. Or something else, maybe. But probably Rocky Balboa. Seems reasonable anyway. Okay, They have repositioned, this is cleaving, this is steel hooking, pulling the target to the front row and applying 6 vulnerable. But it doesn't actually deal 6 damage. It says on the character 6, but when I read what it's doing, it doesn't actually say that it deals 6. So I just stood behind Rocky. Like if I go here, and then shift to here, and then solutions, it draws everybody a card. Rocky has plenty of defensive stuff. It's vulnerable you. Do that. Now I think I can just kill this. Yeah, I sure can. I kill that too? Oh my gosh. Rocky. Rocky, that's not allowed. Alright, cool. Very good. I got an invigorating brew, which removes exhaustion. Sort of useful seeming. Also got a level up here. I think I'll just do the same thing, just boost the card's base values again. Wait, how does... How does Inventive Solutions upgrade? Oh, it doesn't. Okay. It sort of didn't seem like it would. So I wonder what I'm actually boosting then. Maybe Uppercut? Can I right-click this or something? Anyway, whatever. We'll upgrade Dex. Also Rocky from the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Probably. This exit leads to another area. Oh, we're going deeper into the dungeon though. What we actually want. This is the quest location. You arrive in the dimly lit chamber that used to be Barnaby's workroom. It seems the undead in here have scared off any potential thieves. That's reassuring. There are a variety of softline boxes and drawers around, all containing glittering baubles. This collection of chisels, loops, and molds lie on the workbench in the room, and you bag them with ease. Perception check with Pierre, I guess. I'm not going to take any exhaustion for this. Success, 160 experience. We got a cold resist ring and an attack of opportunity card. Amulet. Do I want that? I mean, I'm going to pick it up. Do I want to equip it though? Cold resist probably goes on you. Move 3 exhaustion. I guess I don't equip that. You can just like have it. Oh, it has use now. Okay, gotcha. So I could have removed Smite forever ago if I wanted. When I put on that amulet, I went up to 13 cards here. So now I could get rid of maybe a deflect. Deflect doesn't seem so great. Is that it? We're done? Dungeon, travel 2 nodes to like next supply use. So we used a supply, but we defeated the dungeon. That was pretty easy. We have 5 rare crystals, splendid work. Feels like I should have gotten more gold than that. Oh well. Okay. I am now venturing into the unknown. Let's pick one. Let's go this way to get to there. Make your choice and roll with the odds. Your actions may permanently affect nearby nodes. We have a lone zombie shambling about, covered head to toe in various accessories of gold. You surmise that he might have been a noble or a greedy bandit before turning. He stops to mindlessly chew on his accessories, making a commotion. Let's bring our decks. I'm actually going to use a modifier on this. Seems worth. Roll modifier plus 12, final result 29. Okay, we succeeded the challenge. As you get close to him, he suddenly whirls around, jaws aiming for your neck. You effectively twist to dodge the attack, gain 200 experience. One quick strike takes him out. You help yourself to all the glitters, gain 58 gold. And a node on the map has been modified. That one? Fascinating. Huh. So this is a way that the nodes which you've cleared actually still have life in them as the run goes on. That's cool. Brings a little bit of extra life into the world. Did we just gain the items? That was very easy. This is rare headgear. +1 card draw. As you rifle through the mess, you hear a sudden noise from round back. It sounds like you have company. 3 ruffians step into the courtyard, hauling their ill-gotten gains. One of them motions to his accomplices to hurry along. It seems that the undead are not the only threat to the city right now. Hail them, all heroes. Attempt an agility check. I don't think I can do that. Like, I could try, but I'm not sure I can succeed. Can I look at your deck right now? Yeah, so you don't have a dex card. And neither do you. Oh, interesting. So for stuff like this, I might actually want to like have 1 dex card in each deck, even though it doesn't have great modifiers on it. I had not considered that. I like this lark for you. Well, let's confront them. Catherine approves. Catherine and Pierre are now friends. You stride out, blocking their escape down the street. They are taken aback for a moment, but hastily drop their spoils and draw their weapons. Let's teach these dogs a lesson. Yells the leader. Monk ass. Will my wizard die before it moves? No. All of my characters are going before any of theirs. You're trapping something, you're parrying, so the only actual attack is there. Let's go... Team shields. Then walk to here. And stone bullets somebody. Not sure it matters that much. We'll kill the one with the least health first, I guess. Maybe I should have gone after this one, since that's the one that Rocky can uppercut. Probably. Oh, I could have used finisher. Whoops. Okay, I'm just super OP. Holy moly. It says 4 thorns. So when I attack it, it's going to deal 4 damage to whoever attacked it. So I guess I like end turn or something. Is going to parry again? Okay. Let's guard. Punch. Uppercut. Did I break the game already? Not really. I just have good values, I think. Didn't really do anything game breaking yet. I clicked on the character who's 2 characters at the start of the run. Maybe that was game breaking actually. But that's like not particularly difficult to work out. What people are saying is that the difficulty scales up a lot later on. Maybe I will be punished for my aimless strategy once we get later into the run. Anyway, we successfully got your stuff back. I can enhance my gear at you. How do I do that? Salvage? Selected items will be broken down into. By enhance my gear, do you mean buy the gear that you are selling? Maybe. Oh wait, I have one of these. And I never equipped it. +5 to initiative. Oh, that costs actually infinity. Requires 10 strength. I think I'm putting this here. Can't really make decisions informed of a strategy. Can't really make a strategy which is very informed on your first play. Yes, yes, something like that, yeah. I have 2 things giving me attack of opportunity. Alright. Let's get rid of Ice Shard now then. I guess if I have a lot of exhaustion, could actually make sense to have lots of cards on my deck. Also, if I'm playing against something which gives me statuses, but I haven't seen any evidence that that happens yet. 6 left. Attached skills will not be added to your deck. But can't I just remove them from my deck anyway? Probably not. Probably I'm missing something. Grants +1 to a resist type when placed in a socket. Remove a random debuff on self when played. Non-white cards on this item are converted to intelligence skills. Attached skills grant 1 stealth on use. I bet there's all sorts of really cool stuff you can do with sockets. I have not worked out what it is yet. All these characters look so good, even the NPCs. It's a very, like, happening world. Party blessed with 3 might. Travel here. I don't entirely know what that means. Let's find out. I think the old dude does enhancing. That's where you socket runes, right? I think so, maybe, I don't know. Alright, so this is guarding, dealing 8 damage to the wizard, who is moving significantly before it. My entire party has might, which means I deal lots of damage. What? Okay, like I knew I was dealing lots of damage, but like, what? Wait, I have 3 might. Okay. That sort of explains it. Why do I have 3 might? I thought this was like the highest difficulty. Why am I getting modifiers that make things easier for me? It is a mystery. I don't know. I got a splinter bomb. Deal 28 damage to enemies in a square. Wait, I can put that here or here. I have 2 consumable slots. Okay, gotcha. Because the game said so? Well, yes. But why? When requested that you help to secure the city's library, which might enable her to research a way to restore the waypoints. Carefully step into the library. Rows of bookshelves have been toppled over and books lay strewn across the floor. You can hear the groan of undead echoing through the chambers further down. Looks like I have to go over there eventually, but in the meanwhile I could check out this stuff. You pass by a reading chamber. The door to it hangs limply, its hinges melted through by either alchemy or magic. Someone has combed through the place with various maps and charts littered across the floor. You wonder for what purpose someone would do this. Perhaps they're still around, somewhere else. The library. Perhaps here? You come across the remnants of a grisly battle. The bodies of a dozen soldiers lie here, drained to a husk. They never stood a chance against their attacker. Search the bodies. Party cursed with 5 fragile. That's okay. I'll take a fate. Actually, it's 2 fate, I think. I have modified a node. Party's side of the field is trapped. Alright. Thanks for the 3 years, Silila Kaiser. I appreciate it. This time I don't have might for this fight. Everything's attacking the wizard. That is attacking the wizard and moving significantly before the wizard. So it looks like maybe we're going to have to do some blocking here. Oh, also I seem to have moved into a trap. Whoops. Also, the wizard does that thing. That's pretty cool. That can probably die before it moves. Yeah, I think I can just assume that that's dead before it moves, so I don't have to block anymore. Wait. If I move here, I think I'm still getting attacked by that. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, but that's dead, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, we're good. So I wanted to kill that. Oh, that's not the card that I wanted to empower. Whoops, that's fine. Okay, these ones are just blocking. And now it's over, basically. This is gonna be the coolest attack ever. Boom. Wait, did you not do your thing? Oh. That was less cool than I was hoping it would be. Okay. I got a ring, +1 attack damage. Let's put that on you. Golem Master is a cool classic idea. I agree. It's very cool. There's a bat. The bat is going to enfeeble 2 targets. These are going to block, and that's going to attack, but it's going to attack very late in the turn order, so we're okay. Actually, I wanted to move here anyway. Could have moved there and then did the card draw so that Rocky would draw another card. I have certainly built my characters by taking the things that make their numbers bigger over and over again, and their numbers are certainly pretty big now. This exit leads to another area. Travel here. Ooh, floor 2. Chart a path through this area. Sharp eyes and shrewd minds will prevail. What? I don't know what I'm doing. Encounter lose 10% of max HP, reveals 1 random node, moves randomly if not interacted with. Wandering Peddler. I'm so confused. Relic token. These tokens can be traded to Marco for a chance at obtaining legendary icon items. Heal. Oh, there's a scroll bar. Treasure Goblin. Drops a gold pile and moves to a random location if not interacted with. Catch it to gain a large sum of gold. Grants more gold the less markers you have remaining. Jendaya. No stones unturned. Increase marker interaction radius by 7. Stairwell. Descend deeper into the area. Your markers will be reset. More enemies and treasure will spawn. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't mind me, I don't want to miss anything interesting. I got a robe. And some gold. Fascinating. Huh. Okay. Exit obelisk. An obelisk that will port you back to the entrance, usable after completing the dungeon objective. Okay, so we should do this. The corridor leads to an open foyer. Do you think there are chestnuts boasting here? With various reading rooms and chambers. The ground is splattered with blood and entrails, and the air is bitter cold. You have a bad premonition. A sign on the wall points to the various rooms from the closest to the furthest. Let's check the history room. Chamber stores various historical texts describing the early days of Silverkeep and knowledge of the ancient Vinay Empire. The shelves are dusty with cobwebs. It appears the history section doesn't appeal to many scholars these days. Let's check the cartography room for waypoints. You peer into the chamber through the doorway. The air has now become numbingly cold, and it is getting increasingly hard to breathe. 4 more soldiers lie slain on the ground. In the center of the chamber, a tall figure in flowing robes browses through an assortment of maps on one of the desks. It's a lich. Any chance this isn't a lich? As you approach, the figure glances over you briefly, and you see the rotting remnants of what was once a human face staring back. A second later, his gaze returns to his map, showing a distinct lack of interest in your sudden appearance. Call out to him. You call out for the figure to yield, but choke on the numbingly cold air and manage little more than a gasp. The air has become deathly frigid, and your options are running out. At last, the figure suddenly booms, and he pockets the tome he was browsing. It seems he has found what he came for. I'm going to stay back. There's no telling what surprises he has in store, and you aren't charging him blindly. I have no time for the likes of you, he says in a raspy voice, a parting gift for the intrepid heroes then. All of a sudden, the 4 bodies in the chamber start writhing unnaturally. Their spasms stop a few moments later as their skin falls off and their reanimated skeletons come to life. The figure signs a spell, and a brilliant portal blinks into existence. As he steps through, you hear his raspy, cackling laughter echoing through the chamber. The reanimated dead charge at you. I don't think that was an encounter that I could easily win. I don't think I wanted to fight that one. I'm not too upset that I let that one get away. Alright, what are you doing? You're dealing 9 AoE damage, you're dealing 12, you're dealing 8, you're dealing 9. So in general, we are being attacked for a lot. That's awkward. Maybe we use Team Shield here then. That seems like it might be a good idea. 8, 9, 12, 9. This goes before that as well. That's gonna get knocked back. I think I can stone bullet. Maybe I can actually kill you. Seems almost certain that I can. Up here. 8, 9. It's going last. Oh no, this is going very soon. Okay, let's take a dodge then. Rocky's gonna need to guard. Yep, Rocky's gonna need to guard. Oh, let's finish her because it's using the purple and uppercut and punch. You just got this game and your first 2 out of combat skill checks were both 1s. That's not very good. Does Rocky go immediately after the Golem Master? That's what's happened every time so far. So, probably. Seems plausible. I guess actually I could just do this. No reason not to. Maybe also no reason to. Ain't no reason. How's the GUI interface? The game is smooth to play. Like, I just like everything about playing it so far. I don't even have the combat sped up. This is the normal combat speed. I only just realized that. It feels like I'm playing a game in fast mode. 12, 8, 29. 9 of it's cleaving. We're gonna need some blocking again. Can probably kill that one before it moves, but we'll still need 9 block for whoever's standing here. I guess I could just move backward. I guess that's allowed. This goes before my cleric, so the cleric's block will work fine. This goes after everybody, so that's going to be dead, like super dead. Like a billion dead. Golemancer and Rocky gain 24 guard. What? A pretty big number. 8 and 9. Didn't even need. No mandatory stagecoach section. It's weird, right? I read a thing where someone was saying that every time they read a negative review of Dune, they felt sad that the person was missing out. They had like a wish you were here sort of vibe. And I think I have sort of the opposite vibe whenever I read a positive review of Darkest Dungeon 2. Which is very negative and toxic of me, but I just don't get it. I don't know. I don't know. Just don't get it. Wish you weren't there. Return to entrance. Nice. I have another level up. Boost a card's base values. Is Darkest Dungeon 2 not great? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Let's rank this up. Was that worth? I don't know. Unlock your next skill grid. Whoa! Tier 1 talent slot. Reduced minimum deck size. Ooh, that seems strong. Evocation skills focus on the elements of fire and ice to lay waste to the battlefield. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Also, where do you enter this skill block here? Add stat point. 2. Nice. think you enter it here. So I would just go... Oh, this adds a card to your deck. I get it. Master a skill in your deck. There's minimum deck size here. Master a skill. Talents, I could like take this from this block. Refine. Remove a skill from your deck and gain 2 respec points. I don't know what respec points do yet. This conjuration. Add 2 magic missiles to hand. Interesting. A random innate card in the target's hand is mastered for this battle. Gosh, you can do some strong things. Out of all of the things that I've seen, the strongest by far seems like it's reduced minimum deck size. I mean, probably there's other stuff that's even stronger, I just don't understand how to use it, whereas minimum deck size seems very, very, very obvious why it's strong. And this seems like the way I'd like to get to it, I think. Whoa! Why does placement matter? I wonder. Confirm skill block placement. But why does it matter? Why does it matter where I place it? I don't get it. You have to follow from the paths of your other skill blocks. Oh. I see. So in order to get into this... I think I understand. Well, that's fascinating. So I want this then? I think. Maybe? I don't know. What a super cool mechanic, isn't it? Like, this game just has so much stuff like that. Just like very, very casually introduce a new mechanic and it's like, whoa, that is, what? Like, just over and over and over again. Every extra like 15 minutes that I played this game, it introduces another incredibly awesome mechanic to me. Obtain the following: 10 magic dust. A tome of skill. When read, grants a skill point. Hey. Entity you described, it sounds like a Rift Lord. Sorcerers who embrace the use of ancient magic to gain immortality. You've heard of the Vein Eye, I presume. So it's a lich, is what she was saying, but they don't have the D&D IP license. They were the civilization that predated us before disappearing centuries ago. All the technology you have today is built upon their achievements. That's what they teach the young ones. But the Vanai were also avid researchers of the more eldritch forms of magic, spells that involved blood sacrifice and torture. It's likely this Rift Lord is planning something against us, but for what reasons, that remains to be seen. I'll send some of the soldiers to recover what we can from the library, and I'll let you know when I have more clarity on the matter. You've been doing good work helping the garrison. With the pressing issues out of the way, let's begin our counterattack. My men will push out our safe zone a few blocks further, but we will need your help with a key location to aid our effort. The city's supply warehouse has been overtaken by local gangs. If we had it, we would be better equipped to survive the siege. Also, we'll need the materials in the warehouse to deal with a breach in our border walls. It's the final step to our plan to save the city. The bandits aren't usually this bold, so I suspect they have the backing of a third party. Be on your guard. I hear you've got a spot open on your team. Well, so do I. Why don't we make this a mutual exchange of services? Before this whole nonsense hit, I kept a safe stash in town. I'd get to it myself, but a horde of ghoulies have made that a bit of a hassle. Help me clear out the horde, and you'll get my handsome mug on your team. Suddenly, I have 2 quests. Troubling Times is the main quest, and we have to aid the scoundrel and deal with the bandit threat. I'm levels 4 and 5. And oh, here's missions. There you go. Heroes have a random chance to appear in explorations, granting a bonus marker when interacted with. That's what I just did, right? I just did an exploration, and this is what happened. Okay, so that's what it is. Reveal a bonus rest point, reveal a bonus shrine. Oh. Gotcha. Gotcha. Look at that. There's a bunch more stuff all of a sudden. What are these? Oh, these are the expeditions that I can do. Make your choice and roll with the odds. Your actions may permanently affect nearby nodes. That just filled up with so much stuff. But I just cleared it. And outside of this area, there are the Valewoods, the Southern Valewoods, the Old Burial Grounds, the Landamer Highlands. And the Golden Prairies. And the Moorlands. And I think that's just Act 1. So, this game's a lot. Game has more game. Gaming intensifies. What I want to do real quick, I'm gonna wind it down here. But I got a thing. I purchased it. Well, let's do this. I'm happy to do this. Why does it do something to remove a skull from my deck? Like this is already removed? I'm confused. I'm so confused. 12 out of 11. But why did I have to remove that? Because like it's already gone, right? I click minus on Arcane Push. I noticed that my items force something into my deck and I can't remove it. So you can cycle skills you may or may not want for different fights, but removing is permanent. You think that's all it is? So removing is actually a downside? Yeah, I know about the runes that block item cards. It's interesting. Alright, am I just wrong? Is it here? Resources, relic token, legend. These tokens can be traded to Marco. I don't know who that is. Maybe Marco lives here. But I don't seem to have a Marco here yet. Alright. Well, this is sweet. I like this game. It is also 3 AM, so I'm going to log off. I might be back tomorrow, we'll see. We'll see when I wake up and stuff. Probably. Probably some sort of stream tomorrow. And then the day after that, I am doing another sponsored game with Halloween hype content, which should be interesting. And then the day after that, it is Halloween. How exciting. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for checking out this game with me. It's sweet.